Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, so welcome back to MotoGP 18, where Mo had a superb race in Thailand. Just qualifying didn't go his way in the wet. We'll hopefully be joining qualifying around the Trinwell Motegi in Japan. So here goes McDonald in for the first of three possible qualifying efforts. There's lots of riders leaving pit lane, which is a good sign, which you always want to see, as he's trying to beat Alex Marstage 50.5 with just under 8 minutes remaining. I know, of course, we know that fastest lap always tumbles the last few minutes of a session. That's where you go, McDonald. The left-hander's back there, not over there. So that's what you're going to find round here. It's a very tricky circuit to get right, get a perfect lap together. That's once again on the brakes. Where's his bike going? Wants to go back to Thailand. Obviously, it has pace around there. Must really enjoy that place. As Bagnaia goes down. His VR46 machine. Let's go into this middle sector. You can see what this Trinwell Motegi is. Very modern circuit. Corners leading into corners. Hairpins everywhere. Long straights. Leads to close racing. But these two not touching any curb as Alex Marquez is down there. Now down, so that must be one Mir in front, his teammate. It means lots of slipstream. He's 1.5 seconds down, McDonald. That fast that's going to be in the 49 says, what are you doing, Locatelli? We're on a qualifying lap here. This is not race time. Tan obviously thinks it is. Trying to push McDonald out of every corner. Just back up, mate, if you want to qualify. Oh, it goes wide. Locatelli goes down the inside. As well as sets a 52.8. Not sure he's going to be able to beat that, because he's battling Locatelli this lap. Apparently, the Italian thinks it's now a race day. As he's got 6 minutes remaining, so he's got plenty of time to do his 3 laps, McDonald. He might just back off this lap. Depends how well he does. But he's hooked up the double left-hander a bit better than he did before. And apparently he's 7/10 up after the first sector. It's all a bit wide in the hairpin. Okay, no speed for the corner either, no apex speed. Not good from McDonald at all. You can see he's lost almost a second in that sector alone. What is going on? How has he lost a second? And now he's got Locatelli pushing him through corners again. Seriously, Locatelli, just back off. We're trying to qualify here, and look, you're just shoving us wide. So McDonald's going to back off as Binder sets a 49.1 as his pole time. So Locatelli, remember, he normally qualifies 5th or 6th row, so this actually be a good indicator for McDonald if he's going to stick on the 6th row, or if he's going to improve. As he go out the final corner there. One last effort for McDonald. Or shall we say 2 efforts, because that wasn't really an effort, was it? As he's dropped down to 17th. That's not good at all, as he goes a bit wide in the first 2 right-handers. But maybe the lens itself to help him McDonald get on the power a bit earlier, as Olivier now takes pole, 49.1. Oh, got to perform while his teammates are once again on the front row. Doesn't be back on the 5th row getting qualifying, like he was in Thailand, as he improves in the first sector. Now into the hairpin, nice and early on the power. That's better. And through the right, quite a big lift though. But still much better. He's found time in that second sector. Then he took way too much curb through the right-hander, through the S's. And then curb on the inside of the left-hand hairpin. So you know where he's lost time in this sector. Get on the power nice and early for the back straight, nice and smooth. And you see he's lost a second in that sector. So he seems to be matching Locatelli in front. It's Dominic Agata down. Swiss veteran, what are you doing on the brakes? And then another inappropriate wheelie as now Locatelli goes into the pits. And out of the final corner, McDonald, he's got one lap in the bag. You need it after that lap. So it's a 51-2, abysmal. In the end, lost 2 seconds in those final 2 sectors. And he's blown it on this lap, it looks like. Very wide in the first couple of corners. And he's wide in the left. So he's going to qualify way down the order again, it looks like, McDonald's. Just not producing on the Saturdays. Well, his teammates are 1-2 ahead of Warden Mir, then Baldazar Shirota, Remy Gardner on the second one is Tech 3. What the hell? Eco in 7th as well. They've hit to Barbara Marini. Danny Kent in the top 10 on his speeder. What the heck is going on around here? Then Corsi, Alex Marquez down in 12th. Manzi bagged 9 14th. Granado in 50th on his Suter. When does a Suter even looked at the top 15 this season? Then we got the Italian Locatelli and McDonald making it in quotation marks an all Italian tip throw. You've got Pastini, Verge in 20th, Sam Lowe's, Agata, Vinales, Fernati, Navarro, Ben Snyder, Cortoro down in 27th. Oddendale, Corradin, Nakashima on the back row, Danilo Paoli and Joe Roberts. What a strange qualifying. Will the race be as random? So here's what I'll remember at the start then. Wait for the lights. 2, go. Ours, we've got 7 laps. We go around this Tringamoi circuit. Going with another poor start. Might as well just be saying that for the rest of the year. So he gets pushed wide by Navarro. That's how the likes of Agata. It looks like Danny Kent as well down his inside. Was that Quartararo? As well, just ball rushes everyone into the corner. Well, you did it to me in the first corner, he's probably saying under his helmet. As Marcel Shirota down on the battling with Eco, and excited for a top 10. McDonald into the hairpin. And oh, someone down in front. Who was that? Is that like Manzi? Don't think it was. He's got an orange bike. I think he's just in front. As he's got Lowe's and Quartararo surrounding McDonald. Got Mir and Baldazari battling for second. That's not good for the attack. Where's Agata come from? And McDonald's just been forced down to 24th. He's got nothing round here compared to anyone. So he tries to make a move down someone, and then someone's down his inside, or a couple riders are. Down to 25th. What a ridiculous opening that. There's the chance for points, or non-existent then. Because he can't even make it through a corner without being ambushed. Now he's down to 26th. He's got Mir and Olivier battling for the win. So McDonald tries to make it round the outside of someone. As he's in between a couple of teammates as he crosses the line. Mir ahead of Baldazari, Oliviera, Bagnaia and Binder rounds out the top 5. McDonald up to 25th. What for how long? As he's got Roberts and Oldendale battling him. Looks like he's got back ahead of Roberts just. Got Navarro ahead of the Brazilian. Got McDonald just being ultra aggressive. As well, Agata down. Force Vinales wide as well. What was the veteran doing? There's Quartararo up to 21st. And looks like he caught too much curb, it looks like. The inside, told you the curve's a dangerous round there as all. Navarro did it again. Good luck into the hairpin as Marini ahead of Binder for 5th. Not a bit wide through the right-hander. Looking up that left-hander beautifully. He seems to be a bit slow getting my power out of the right-hander though. Make sure you don't hit that curb on the left-hander. Very easy to do that. So he's up to 22nd. Top 20 still right in front. And this side, there's been a bit of shuffling in front as well. Everyone a bit slow onto the back straight. Got Manzi in front, got Kuradin behind. Does everyone want to make it 3 wide? Make it all these orange bikes together? Not quite. But you can go around the outside a couple of riders. Into the penultimate corner, into the final corner, down the inside of a rider. Oh, it's the Bazillion, is it? Not up to 19th, but surely the stewards will review him and chuck him into the ocean. We'll see after this race. But no, just being aggressive back to everyone. We'll see. We'll see there's alongside then. The rider in front just shut the door on him. So going to the left-hander, hooked it up beautifully. Not quite the run through the left-hander though, as he got Navarro ahead of those for the final point. They're watching that battle in front, trying to close up to it. Once again, the front just not good under braking into that hairpin, costing him time. Very easy to do that as well. You're downhill. Got to brake a bit earlier than he expects. So obviously McDowell's got to change his braking points for the rest of the race. Go for the right hand. We've got Alex Marquez in the back. He went down then. Did the Mark VDS man. No, just holding off. I believe that's Ika who tried to have a little look down the inside. Jeremy Garner back for 8th. No, it's Shirota. Good job from the rider behind just to clatter into McDonald. So slowing them both down. That's the Brazilian. We're trying to take down McDonald as revenge. He's got Baldassarri battling with Bagnaia for 3rd. At the moment, Olivier is winning this championship. Rolled into the final chicane. Gets on the powers. Mere ahead of Oliveira. Bagnaia. Baldassarri, Binder, Ika in 6th. So it was actually those then. No, it was Shirota, wasn't it? But those battling for the final point. Being totally overshadowed by his teammate. As you've got Marcus V. Vinales this race. 428th. Just like it is in MotoGP. So going to the double left. Oh, right in front went wide. So did McDonald. Oh, he could have gotten the power. Is he behind Shirota? Need some more madness, McDonald, to get a point. That's how rubbish his pace is round it. As you approach the halfway mark of this race, got Alex Marquez on the charge, meanwhile up to 24th. There's Mark VDS bike. Forward into the left. Look at it going 3 wide in front. Come on, McDonald, get on the power. He really doesn't want it at all. Oh, he does the braking as well. He's gone wide into every braking zone for these hairpins. Even though that braking zone is slightly uphill. So it shouldn't be too bad. But that's what's happening. Look at that, again wide. Maybe you can get a good exit though onto this back straight. We've got the Italian in front. Shirota marching towards a point. Got Bent Snyder in the tow. Those teammates battling Corsi for 8th. They're going nicely into the left-hander. Now into the final chicane. McDonald held up. Going to get a good exit. Going to get a good tow towards the line. He might actually be making a move this race. after the start. Down the inside into 19th. No, it runs wide. Oh, we're just setting up for this straight, of course. So he's a position close to the that all-important 15th. Oh, has he made it 18th? No, run wide. Now being held up by Danny Kent. Oh, the Brit trying to get his first point of the season. Doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Still not that far off though. Top 15. So I've got a great run into the left-hander, easily down the inside. The speed up. How can he hold it through the right though? No, Kent forceful. The old forceful bat. But braked himself. No! Somehow held it on the exit though. And holds on to 19th. Just. What, that was a race over for McDonald. As Ben Snyder being very aggressive behind. Up into 20th. His older Brazilian down. Finally gone down. Looked like an accident waiting to happen this race. Smalled to the right-hander, just holding off Ben Snyder. Madonna going around the outside of Ken. Been taken out by Ken. Down to 26th then. After he's picked his bike up, has he gone to the penultimate lap of the race? One to forget. There's more yellow flags out there. Oh, someone went down in front, did they? Rejoining the circuit. That's Sam Lowes, he went down from a point. Someone gets a no penalty and all Agata down. Got riders down everywhere. No one survived, but runs wide. That was Lowes by Arnold Undal. And Vinales. Oh, so much for making up a place then for someone going down. Or two places there. Now, yeah, it's just held them off. So behind those. And the dive down the inside of the Brit, left the door open. McDonald fancies a nibble. And took the whole bite there. Almost wide on the exit is Navarro. Battling Finati for 40. Where you go, McDonald? There's a left-hander there. I guess he thought it was a right-hander still. Even though he's done almost 10 laps around there. Getting qualified. As his tyres are just gone as well. What a horrible race this has been. And now he's trying to brake and the bike doesn't want it. And he tries to rejoin the track, just gets shoved wide. He's down to 30th. As mere leads ahead of Oliveira. You never guessed we'd all want to race this season, you remember that? Just a couple of races ago. It was like a lifetime ago now. As we go on to the final lap, thank God, around here in Motegi. You got Courtois ahead of the Malaysian. So McDonald can gain a couple of places. As you can see, they're battling like a hell in front. He's to actually get on the power well. He's got Kent ahead, Agata behind. Going for a top 30 spot. Dreadful time for a couple of ex-Moto3 champs. Or Moto3 champs. You never come in ex-champ. You always are a champion. And Agatu's been a stalwart in Moto2. Won at this level. Oh, he's almost down again, McDonald. Got a very tricky bike on his hands. And once again with that left-hander, just braking for it and the bike doesn't want to stop. What's a K on into Thailand? And we're trying to go down the inside of Agata. Once again shows the ultimate stopping power of this KTM. Just muscles out the Swiss rider. It's got a couple of corners to go, just a sector to go. I suppose he actually hit an apex with Will McDonald. As Mir wins, Bolivia wins the championship. Great job from the Spaniard and Portuguese rider at the top. And we've got Italian in Bagnaia rounding out the podium. Very international, very European podium. No, don't cross the line in 30th. A race to forget. Absolutely dreadful, that bike. He's really got to change some settings maybe on the brakes. Once again, just could not stop that race. And just for the podium is Baldassarri ahead of Binder. Got Ica in superb performance once again from the Spaniard. Marini in 7th. Remy Gardner in 8th on his Tech3 ahead of Vergay, then Passini. Corsi, Locatelli, Barbara, Shawata recovers to 14th ahead of Fanati. Alex Marquez didn't even score a point on his Mark VDS machine after falling. He's got Joe Roberts rounding out the top 20. Quartararo in 25th. McDonald in 30th. Powley at the back. McDonald's fastest lap. As you can see, just 7/10 off the fastest lap. Matching, I believe, Alex Marquez's fastest lap as well. So he once again had the ultimate pace, just not the total pace for that race. As he's 9th in the standings, Mir up to 6th after his victory. But there it is, confirmed your champion with 75 points remaining. He's 86 points ahead of Baldassarri. Round on to Miguel Olivier, your Moto2 champion. And it looks like Baldassarri grabbing second in the championship. 36 points ahead of Alex Marquez now. He's just 22 points ahead of Bagnaia with Binder rounding out the top 5. Cindy rounds out the top 10. You've got Marini up to 15th after an excellent day down under in Japan. And you've got Remy Gardner down to 16th, despite also having an excellent result. Corsi up to 17th ahead of Agata. And Barbara up to 19th ahead of Fanati, falls a couple of places. And you've got the Italian up to 29th. Danny Kent dropping down to 31st out of the top 30. Well, for McDonald, lost some reputation. Terrible weekend. As Honda have won the Constructors' Championship along with Marquez being your MotoGP champion once again. Well, Moto3, Martin one ahead of Bezzecchi and Bastianini. And with 3 races remaining this season, McDonald comes off his 3rd non-point score of the season after the Circuit of the Americas and Silverstone. Can he recover in Australia next time around the very fast Phillip Island circuit? South watching, we'll find out then.